Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we have e-ink updates with the minimal phone and the Mudita Compact. So we're going to be going over a few e-ink updates. The first one, we're going to tackle the minimal phone. So as you know, this is my work phone and the one that I have used for the past few months. But there have been some issues with deliveries and there have been some issues with software. A lot of that has been solved in the last few iterations and last few updates. As you see, it's a little bit faster when it comes to the understanding and experience of the phone now. But something I do like is that they return to the old keyboard. So here we have the old keyboard with Gboard. You can get emoji, you can get the on-screen keyboard, you can get the symbols keyboard more readily accessible if you have that idea. But also the autocorrect just works a lot better. So if you make a mistake, for example, right here with 2Ks, it automatically corrects it. And the typing experience has gotten a little bit more reliable, if you will, in my personal experience with texting and getting messages and being able to access quickly some of the, for example, Google features for voice, if you want to use that. So I personally like that. And you also have this, again, this floating button where you get to access a different language pretty quickly, or voice, or clipboard, or the translate, or the emoji, or the symbols keyboard. So the typing experience, the overall experience has gotten a lot faster, a lot better, and they have improved just a few things when it comes to the visibility of the device. And I think that now that I've been able to see a lot of reports, and as you see on the screen, from people that are saying like, hey, I'm getting my cases delivered from Indiegogo backers, I'm getting my phone delivered. Yes, there was a delay, but now it seems to be shortening that delay. I like that because I can now confidently say, okay, this seems to be that inflection point that we were waiting for. This company had a lot of issues with transparency. It had a lot of issues with just leadership in general. And this is not a dig at any of them, but it is a critique and something that they knew that they needed to get better at. And with the transitions, it seems that they seem to be heading in the right direction. The second update is for the Mudita Compact. This is not a software update per se, but we are going to be talking about the case from Dumb Wireless. So they made a case for the Light Phone 3 as well, a wallet case. It's my daily driver for my personal phone, the Light Phone. And if you have a Mudita Compact and you've been waiting for something that has protection, but also has a wallet, this is the case right here. It does have a little bit more space or essentially flexibility here for the card area. And that is something that I do like. So whenever you place the phone, it is sturdy, it sits there. You have access still to the power key and the volume key buttons. So like right here, you have them and they work pretty well. They're pretty tactile. And you also have access to the offline area. So you have the offline area, offline plus. So if you want to use that for whatever reason. And of course, you have access to the wallet area in the back. So if you are going to put right there a card, you can put about 3 cards without issues, and by taking them out, it's pretty easy, and you can take them one by one or both of them at the same time, depending on how much strength you press right here. I do like this case. I personally use the Light Phone one as my daily driver, and I really enjoy what's happening here with the case, the protection, the colors. There are a few colors, and I'm going to be opening up a giveaway on the Mudita Compact subreddit for the black case. I'm going to be keeping this blue case myself, but if you're looking for a case from the Dumb Wireless, I'm going to try to put it in the links below in the description so that you can access it pretty quickly. But I'll be hosting that giveaway sometime this week, so stay tuned to that subreddit. Probably tomorrow or maybe Thursday, I'm going to be putting the form so that one of you can win this specific. I'll probably, once the giveaway is live, I'll also put it in the description of this video. So the 2 updates, good things for the e-ink space, continuing to see development and updates for both of these devices. It makes me happy to know that there is a community that is trying to support as much as possible these devices and make them viable options for what we're trying to use them, which is less engagement with the online world and more with the offline world. If you have questions about these devices or any of the other devices I have reviewed, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'll be interacting with you guys. And there are 2 more videos probably coming this week for devices that I have been under review. One of them is the TT phone, the newest version. and also an update to the headphone K1. So I'll be giving those updates sometime this week, maybe early into next week. So stay tuned and stay interactive, stay knowing that there are a lot of solutions for the problem of screen time nowadays. And as long as you stick with them and seek support, there is a possible way for you to get more of your life back. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.